Good, Chris. How are you? I was wondering if
All
you
right,
caught
Charlie.
Aaron Rodgers. Did you catch Aaron Rodgers on Jeopardy yesterday?
I know he thinks all of a sudden he's an Alex Trebek. I did not see him. Was he any good?
I will tell you, he did a decent job. I give him a solid B. He was a little bit stuffy at that first break where they come back and meet the people. He seemed a little stuffy there. But the best part was it was a no contest. The guy had like more than double everybody else. So one of the guys wrote as his answer to the final question, "Would you have rather kicked the field goal?" Question mark. And Rodgers got a kick out of that.
That
Was
was
in reference to the going for it on fourth down in the championship game or whatever.
That's right. But he didn't kick the field goal. I forget what the score was at the time, but they went for it on fourth and whatever it was, that's when they went for it on 4th and 8, and he didn't kick the field goal, and he got a kick out of that. So I know all of a sudden he thinks that he's now a game show host. Rodgers should just forget about being a game show host and worry about being a quarterback. I don't know if this Jeopardy thing, if it's a full-time job or just when he does in the off season, but it's a little too much for me. He's a quarterback. He's not a game show host. Number one. Go ahead. What else, Charlie?
As far as the game, everything's been said so far. My takeaway was 5 minutes in. It looked like Suggs was the only one athletically who could match. The other four looked like they were playing underwater compared to the four guys they were covering.
Excellent
and the most
point.
evident point of that was when you set a pick and roll, you got to be firm on the pick and you got to roll strong to the basket. And Timmy was getting bumped all over the lane. He had no straight lane to the basket. He was getting knocked off his mark on the pick, and it was just an ugly game. And I wasn't rooting for Baylor, but it was nice to see Timmy. He wasn't able to rub his mustache like he does against Santa Clara and Pepperdine last night.
I thought of the same thing. I saw some tongue stuck out from that Gonzaga team and other spots here in this tournament. A little too cocky for me. And then, of course, they did nothing last night. You're right. Nothing from that standpoint. Good call. Nick in Ohio. He's with us here, and he's on Mad Dog Unleashed. Nick, good afternoon. Your turn. How are you today? What's going on? What do you have for me?
Yeah, Chris, I just wanted to say I enjoyed you on Howard today. I'm a big Howard fan, and I crack up every time that Sour Shoes is on and doing your voice or whatever. But, Howard, he's a legend, of course, and it's hard to compare anybody. But, you can tell he respects you, and he's not a big sports guy, but he respects anybody that's been on the radio for as long as you guys have. You can tell there was a lot of respect there, and I really
one thing. Well, good point, Nick. One thing that you really have to admire about Howard, he understands what it is to do a radio show day in and day out. He's done it for so long. Not a lot of people do, and he does. Nobody understands it better than him. He knows what it's like to go on there every day and try to get something going. And he appreciates folks who he thinks can do it. So I agree with you on that. Good point. What else?
Yeah,
go ahead.
Even without a big sports guy, I think that. And then, that's really my only point. I mean, I just, on the days that Howard's on, I'm a truck driver. I listen to Howard, and then I turn right over to Mad Dog Radio, and I listen to Pat McAfee show, and I listen to you guys. And it's really, you and Howard make the Sirius subscription completely worth the money. So I just wanted to say I enjoyed the interview. I like when you two talk, and you both are legends.
Well, I appreciate it. It's a hell of a compliment. It's a nice job on that. It's a hell of a compliment. You're putting me on that level. You're buying the money. You're buying a product because of, the two of us, which, that's a little strong because Howard is there. Come on. But still, it's appreciated. We take a time out, 8 in front of the hour. We're back here on Mad Dog Unleashed.